Today I am going to tell you about a man whose talent was so great that people called him a magician. You must have heard many stories of escaping from jail, but I can claim that after listening to this story, you will be amazed. So watch this video. This is the story of a man who was arrested by the Japan police at the age of 29 in the city of Mory in 1936. He was arrested for robbery and murder cases. After being arrested, the police forcibly took him to court, and in court he admitted to the robbery charge but said he did not commit the murder. Still, the Japan court did not listen to him and imprisoned him in a jail in Amur. After being imprisoned, the man realized that the Japan court had sentenced him to life imprisonment. And the person we are talking about has the name Yoshi Shiratori. Yoshi Shiratori was born on the 31st of July, 1960 in the city of Mory, Japan. When he was a child, his father passed away, so he started working at the age of just 12 or 13. He initially worked in a gift shop selling gifts, but he did not earn much money there. Therefore, he started working in selling crepes, which are cakes, but he wanted to become rich as soon as possible. So, this greed to become rich led him into the world of crime. Now he started stealing, committing petty robberies or burglaries. After a few years, he even got married to a girl and had a daughter. But in 1936, the Japan police were searching for a person in a murder case, and coincidentally, they found a stolen diamond from his home. So, the Japan police falsely framed him for diamond theft and imprisoned him in a high-security jail. However, one day, when the guards were passing by his cell, they noticed that Shiratori was still sleeping. This made the guards angry because every jail has rules. You have to wake up on time, work on time, and sleep on time. So when the head does not wake up on time, the guards decide to wake him up. But when the guards removed Shiratori's blanket, they were astonished. They saw that there was no head there. Shiratori had cleverly placed a pillow on his bed, making it look like someone was sleeping there, while his head was missing from there. But there was a very big reason behind Shiratori's escape from this jail. In fact, since the day Tora came to this jail, the guards of this jail behaved very badly with him. They used to beat him a lot, insulted him all day long, and insulted him a lot. The troubled. And on the other hand, the Japanese police had also sentenced Shiratori to imprisonment in a false case. That's why on the day Shiratori entered this jail, he had planned to escape from there. First of all, Shira noticed that there was a 15-minute gap between the patrols of the guards. That means when one guard passed by there, the next guard would come there after 15 minutes. In other words, Shiratori had a full 15 minutes directly to escape from his cell by opening the door of his jail. But there was another problem in this, and the problem was that Shiratori's cell had 6 more doors after that, which he had to break the lock and then escape from there. But as I told you all that Shiratori was a very talented person, so he first used his first talent. And that talent was that he could make a key from any small piece of iron and could easily open any lock in the world. That's why he found the wire of the bucket he had to take a bath with and took it somehow. After stealing, on the day he had to escape from jail, the day he escapes from jail. In fact, after Jailbreak, Shiraj stays in Amari city, and neither he had food nor he had money. So one day, as he wanders around in Amari, he enters a hospital in Amari. There he was in the temptation of stealing, and then people catch him and hand him over to the Japanese police. Now the Japanese police bring Shiratori back to Mory jail, and now on Shiratori, charges of murder, robbery, and jailbreak are also applied. Now Shiratori spends some years in jail, but as time passes, the year comes, and this was the time of World War II. Japan, Britain, America, and France were fighting in World War II. For security reasons, Shiratori is placed in Akita jail from Mory jail. Now the officers of Akita jail already knew that Shiratori had broken out of jail once, so they set up a special cell for Shiratori, the size of his cell. Very small is made. At the same time, its walls were made of copper, meaning copper so that no man could climb there. Its cell door was made very solid, and along with that in the whole cell, only one window, meaning a window is kept, and that window too is made on the ceiling so that no one can reach there, and only a little air. Yes, can. Now the sad thing is that here with Sheila, more bad behavior started to be done. Akita's jail guards beat and abused Shara all day long, and abused and only stealing for 24 hours. The order was to keep wearing handcuffs. He used to keep wearing handcuffs all day and wearing them. He also used to sleep. Akita's jail guards are told to sleep on the ground at night. The weather there was very cold, yet no clothes were given to Tori. Now wear on one side. Akita was sore. All the guards of the jail were so bad, while the head guard of those guards was a very good person. He sometimes only made the thief hot clothes, or sometimes he would prevent the other guards from beating him up. But by then Shara's water of theft had gone above his head, and he had made a plan to escape from Akita jail. Now the date comes 15th June, 1942. When patrolling, when a guard looks from Sheila's cell door, he sees that the entire cell of Shara is empty, and only handcuffs are lying on the ground, and the window on the ceiling is missing, and at the same time Shara's theft has also disappeared from his cell. However, how did Shara climb the copper walls and remove the strong iron windows? Here we learn about the other talent of Shara theft to the officers of Akita jail and us, which started to walk like a lizard on any slippery wall. He had been practicing walking on his cell wall for several months. As soon as night fell and the guards felt that the theft had occurred, and they paid less attention to him, he started practicing walking on those walls, and as he walked, he reached the roof. After reaching the roof, he tried to move those iron windows made of steel somehow. Now the window was made of steel, but the frame of the window was of wood. So every day when he climbed straight on that wall and tried to break that window, one day finally the wooden frame of the window broke. But Shara was so clever that he did not choose to escape that day. Actually, one day there was a very heavy rain in Akita, and there was no electricity in the entire Akita city at night. So Chirag thinks a little, climbs the wall and removes the window and escapes through the roof of the jail. Now there was a very heavy rain in the entire city, so the guards could not hear the sound of Sher's feet. Now all night the police officers did not know that Shivraj theft had escaped. But in the morning when they see that the cell door of Shara theft is empty, then the head officer of the jail and the only good policeman in Sharad's eyes. His name was Kobayashi. They released their 4 horses and many police officers spread throughout the entire Akita city to catch the thief. But the police officers end up empty-handed, and the thief remains at large. After 3 months of this jail scheme, on September 18th, 1942, a person knocks on the door of the head officer of this jail, Kobayashi. It was nighttime, and when Kobayashi reaches his door and opens it, his eyes widen in shock because the person was not someone else but Shiratori himself. Shiratori was in very bad condition, and being a good police officer, Kobayashi invites Shiratori to his house, gives him food and drink, and tells him to rest. Then Shiratori narrates his entire story to Kobayashi, and also explains the reason for escaping from jail.